What is up, everybody? We are here. We're here for the 1 year anniversary. Welcome back to the one, the only Pour Judgement podcast. Yeah, I can finally put hands on it, guy.
Don't let him lie. He's been doing that all day. It's kind of weird.
Okay. Anyway. But welcome, everybody. We love to have you here. Welcome. We are excited. We're celebrating the 1 year. As you can see, boy Marcus came into Las Vegas, came into the city. He mostly just wanted to get away, or as you can tell by the background.
No, I didn't want to get away.
That's not what you said to me earlier.
I'm going to put this out there. You're going to get me in trouble with the wife. I'm already in trouble with the wife. You're going to get me in more trouble.
Man.
I wanted to be home. I was forced to come out here.
This is the same wife that said me and her have the same shirt size, as you could tell, which is a little insulting.
She is 5 months pregnant.
Yeah. Only one of us had an excuse to wear the same shirt size. But as you can see, we are officially in the doghouse.
We are. Unfortunately, the casinos, they heard me coming, and this is my theme song when I come to Vegas. That is the casinos taking my coins.
That sounds like Sonic running.
It's exactly what it was. It's exactly
the casinos are Sonic, and they're just fucking taking.
They're taking all
coins,
my coins.
Boy. They're taking a run on them.
I've lost everything. I sold the car. Any personal objects that I had in my pockets, they're gone. My watch is gone. I sold that off. So I just
sell the ring, but it's rubber. So
yeah, no one would take the ring. The only thing I kept is the podcasting equipment, and that's it.
And that's because we have to shake some, ass for some dollar bills out here. So
I wish that worked. I'd gladly shake ass for dollar
shit.
bills.
There's a lot of things I do for some dollar bills. We're over here. We were gambling over here, playing some pie gow and everything. And Marcus is like, "Oh, you just need to hit this big." I'm like, "Shit, dog. I'm just trying to win one day."
That was true. Last time we came out here, we did good.
Yeah,
like we played really for like 4 hours. It was a great time. For whatever reason, luck was not on our side.
Yeah, fuck, bro.
Every hand we lost, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was not the best. But this was hard to watch.
It was bad.
I had a lot of faith. I guess maybe we have to win on Tuesdays and Wednesdays now, but
yeah, we're gonna have to do middle of the week trips. That's the only time that I've ever won out here.
Yeah, and hands are cheaper.
It's been only once. I've only won once.
It's been once, and it'll never happen again.
It'll never happen again. The casino made a mistake.
But yeah, he's up in town. We went to, obviously, the goated place, McMullen's.
Oh, dude.
Get Irish food and a stripper.
There was no strippers.
The stripper's not on the menu, but yeah.
There were no strippers this time. I don't know if we went a little earlier than we did last time or what. There were no ladies of there was no ladies of the night in the parking lot. There were a couple of homeless people picking inside their pants.
Yeah, this dude was just digging in there. He was looking for gold.
But great food, live music this time.
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, had an Irish
good drinks,
women band.
Yeah, good time.
Yeah, and then I took him to Winnie and Ethel's. If you know, in Vegas, that one's pretty good. I also took him to Roadkill, which if you definitely from Vegas,
that was good. Roadkill was on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and as a fat white male, Guy Fieri is like my hero. So
I'm just saying, the man knows food.
He does know food,
and it's not just because he makes good food; he knows how to eat.
So very good. If you're in Vegas, go. I will say, being not from Vegas, I thought David was taking to murder me.
Yeah, I would have.
It's in the middle of a residential area, and it ain't the best residential area. All of a sudden, he takes a turn, and I was like, what the heck is this? And it's a ranch. And then you go into the ranch, and it's a butcher shop and a barbecue spot. Out in the open, no indoor seating.
Yeah.
But very good.
Yeah, so if you know about Roadkill from non-Vegas people, literally it's a dude bought this house, changed his driveway into a bunch of dirt parking lot, and like built on it and built a whole ass restaurant / butcher shop on the property. It's crazy, but I'll be damned if those burnt ends aren't fire. I love
those. Those were really good. Brisket was really good. Pulled pork was decent. Mac and cheese was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yams were lacking a little bit, but... And then Winnie and Ethel's was, I thought, pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good breakfast joint. Like, I would say above average, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, ain't no Denny's. moons over my hammy, but
I'm just saying, it ain't no Waffle House.
yeah, because you don't get no free boxing match.
Listen,
with it.
I want my breakfast with a show. Barring, I've never been to Waffle House, but I've seen a lot of videos.
I've never been, but I want to go fucking so bad. I want to be disrespected while I eat a fucking chicken and waffle.
I agree. I agree.
But yeah, we're up in here. We're in Vegas. We're celebrating the 1 year officially. So as you know, we have the 1 year. We're pulling up a new fresh bottle we haven't cracked open. We had to drop some money on it.
It wasn't the money.
Yeah.
It was the adventure that we went on.
Yeah. So Marcus wanted us to do the 10 or Jack Daniel's 10 year.
Very hard bottle to find.
Yeah.
It is. But I knew it dropped recently.
Oh,
right. Like I follow it enough that I know when things drop. And so normally when it drops in one state, it drops in a bunch of states.
Right.
Right. So I figured it dropped here because it dropped, like the dude said, a month or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured there has to be a mom and pop down here that's going to sell it for above MSRP that we can find it for.
Right.
And we'll haggle it down a little bit. We'll pay a little bit over. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's a great bottle. Couldn't find it.
Yeah.
One spot.
One spot, and
They wanted $300 for it.
Yeah. What's MSRP usually?
I think it's in like 110.
That's it? And they tried to hustle us for $3?
Yeah.
Oh man.
It might be a little bit more, but it's somewhere right there.
Oh, fuck them, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought like MSRP was like close to like 2. And I thought maybe they were just trying to get 100 out of us, but
no. They were trying to get like
oh hell no.
150, 200.
Yeah, the motherfucker.
Yep.
So anyways, so we didn't find it anywhere. I mean, we searched all over damn near Las Vegas. That wasn't the hood. A little bit in the hood.
We definitely went to the hood.
Yeah.
We definitely did.
We definitely did.
Listen, I know the hood too. Like,
yeah.
I grew up in the hood, kind of.
You for sure did.
It was
the Northern Bay hood.
I felt at home, which scares me now. When I feel like I did when I grew up, I'm like, I'm not safe.
Yeah. Like you're in a middle class area now, but you grew up in the hood.
A little bit.
So you can take him out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of him.
That's true. That's true.
Look at him.
I still got a little hood in me. Every once
you
in a
can
while.
see the Tupac playing in his mind. California.
we got a little hood vibes every once in a while.
So we decided since we couldn't get the 10 year, we're gonna get something a little. Was this one of the closer ones or
like
flavor wise?
No, this will be different.
Oh, okay.
This will be a little bit different. It is the same age statement.
Since you're the genius of the liquor, why don't you go ahead and tell us about it?
So we have Old Forester 1924 10 year. This is a 100 proof, so not too bad, not too much off of what you kind of normally drink. Everything I've ever had from Old Forester is good, if not great. None of them are my favorite, but it is consistent. Very, very consistent. So I've heard very good things about this bottle. I can't find it anywhere where I live.
Oh, really?
It's hard.
Oh.
I can find it at the same store that I can find the Jack 10 that is also going for $300. So this bottle is like double what we paid for, and I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I've never had it yet, but I'm excited for it. So
yeah, I'm excited to try it as well. It's officially going to be not just our 1 year, but also our bourbon of the month for. Technically, we didn't do one for May, but we can make it for June, obviously, since we dropped some on it, and we probably won't. Oh, look at him! Look at the thrill on his face. Look at the joy on that man's face. Here, my glass is over here.
now we are in a hotel, so we do not have our normal Glen, so we will be drinking out of wine glasses.
Yeah. But while you're don't change your pants. Don't switch in your seats. Yes, that was that bottle. But while Marcus is pouring up, let us just start off by saying thank you all for the love, support, the likes, the follows, the comments all over. I mean, I still get notified of all the likes and comments we make on some of them TikToks and everything. So just want to say thank you all as we're about to take this toast and this cheers. This is for you all. Love and thank you. Cheers to 1 year. Damn, look at that coloration.
Right?
Yeah, that's dark.
Yeah, it's hard to get the smell from these sauces, but all right, what do you think? What do you taste?
I think what I might have to take another sip.
Okay. I'll tell you right off the bat, I can't smell anything. It's all alcohol right now. You're gonna have to let it sit for a little bit because of these glasses. Peanut brittle. That's what I'm getting. Like a peanut brittle with like a caramel aftertaste. So now taste it and see what you got. Right off the bat, what do you got?
Definitely got a caramel taste to
Mhm.
it.
Maybe butterscotch, not peanut brittle.
I can see a little bit of the sweetness of the brittle. I mean, of the butterscotch idea. I don't taste the peanut brittle as much.
Okay.
I might need to sip on a little bit as we go.
Everyone's gonna taste it a little bit different.
Yeah.
So
But it's damn good, though.
I think it's good.
Yeah, it's fucking
That's,
delicious.
That's really good. That was a good buy.
Oh, I'm sticking my hand in through the...
That's good. Just
Hey,
let me
yo.
let me reach into my house.
Hey, yo.
I didn't think about that. I was sitting here and I had my arm up and I was like, oh, it doesn't show that there's anything. No one knows we're just sitting.
But yeah, you're on the fucking door frame, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
We look like fucking the white version of Ice Cube and Chris Tucker and Friday. Like we're just fucking...
I was thinking of Snoop Dogg's cover of his album.
Oh, like the
old school one?
Yeah, the doggy one.
I mean, we've been making jokes with it. We're kind of the new, you know what, we can be the new Steve in Blue's Clues.
Just like just snap out of reality.
I bet you what we should have done is we should have moved this couch over and I could have jumped around the back.
Just get off the frame. Holy shit. Where did he go?
Cool. So what's our topic? All
right. So I figured with us, we're just going to bullshit on the year and just kind of talk about our favorite episodes, moments, drinks, maybe do our bourbons and stuff, our favorite bourbons. First of all, though, let me ask, what do you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
So I'm going to emphasize that this is not a fair score because I can't get a nose. And a nose is like
it doesn't matter.
60%.
Yeah.
Right? Like even without it, I think it would be even better with a Glen. But I'm going to give it a solid, I'm going to go to flat 8. I'm going to give it a solid flat 8. It is really, really good. It is quintessential bourbon, like sweet caramels.
Yeah.
Like I think for me, it is a little underpowered, like a little underproof.
That's because you want your fucking, you want your heart to burn.
I like the little bit of burn at the end. I like the little bit of burn. Like
okay.
I want to feel the heat right here. I don't want it to burn bad, but I want to feel that heat right here. And that's where I get like the 107s, 110s, 112s. But this is very good for a 100 proof bourbon. So flat 8. I bet you with a Glen, I'd put it at like an 8.4.
Okay. I think for me, I think I'll do 8.4, but I think I'll also drop the 4 roses to like a 7.6, maybe 7.7.
I told you.
Yeah, now, just because.
What about your center stage?
Oh, the verdict?
No, not verdict. The other one, the wine pour.
Oh, dude, that shit's a 4. I hated that shit. I was like, dude, that shit tasted ass, but then also I felt like heartburn for like 3 days after drinking that. And I was like, is it because they tried to do it with a wine flask or whatever? Yeah.
Okay, so then what do you do with verdict? Where are you moving verdict to?
I think I'll still leave verdict in the 9s for now. Just because.
Verdict over this.
Personally, yes.
Okay.
But here's why.
Yeah.
Only because I think verdict has a little bit more sweetness to it.
Yeah, it does.
And I do see where you have the struggle with the nose, like with this glass specifically. Now, maybe like with a Glen or whatever, we can probably have it a little bit higher.
I think at the end of this episode, we can revisit this.
Yeah.
Or maybe middle, because I'm sure I'm going to pour another one and I might force you to pour another one, but
I mean, yeah, I'm sleeping right here, so
same.
spoon later.
Fine.
Whatever.
It wouldn't be the first time.
It won't be the damn last. Sorry, Patrick. Rose before hose.
Yeah, no, that's good. The verdict is going to be sweeter.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, so what's your favorite bourbon? And that'll be kind of our first starting point of what's your favorite out of the bourbons you've had for bourbon of the month, or even just in the episodes. What has been your favorite so far?
I honestly think this might take it.
Really?
If it was in a Glen.
Yeah.
Without it being in a Glen, if I'm going to go straight off of everything, the best one that I've had so far is the John J. Bowman. The single barrel one that's... You actually had it earlier, but again, it's not going to taste as good in here.
Was that the Montana one?
No, that's the one
the
we
very
had
first
before
one we
that
had
one.
then?
No, that's the Wyoming one.
I'm just all over the fucking place.
It's the one that has... It's got an apple taste to it. At least that's what I get off of it, like a caramel apple.
Okay.
You had it. It was the second one we had earlier.
Okay.
But yeah, we tried the Wyoming whiskey. Honestly, did not hit as good because of the glasses, which is where I can tell how big of a difference it's going to make.
Yeah.
Because I had it in the Glen. I had the flavoring, all that kind of stuff. If we let this sit for a little bit, it'll be better.
Okay.
So we'll let it air out, get all the vapor out. But
then what's been your least favorite?
Probably the one you brought.
I'm telling you, after we drank it, I was like, dude,
when you showed me what it was, I knew
it was going to be shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to be nice about it.
I respect that. Thank you. Because my feelings would have been hurt. Well, and it was funny because I kind of just looked up a bottle and then I was kind of going around. I didn't look that it was a wine cast thing.
Yep.
I kind of just picked it because I was like, oh, it has an interesting name, sounds good. And I think it actually got reviews, but from critics, so not like everyday people.
It was on Total Wine's website, right?
And that's what it was.
So it is Total Wine's brand.
Oh, that is.
It's not their brand. It's Direct Spirits. So it's like ones that it's not. I'm going to call it their brand, but it's like ones they're associated with.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're the ones who like help distill it or whatever they do, but it's their associated brands.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. No wonder they fucking hype that up. Because they're like, this shit's great. And then I'm like, this shit's ass.
So every time I've gone in there, I've asked for something allocated just to see. Like, it doesn't hurt to ask. And I'll be like, hey, listen, I know I wasn't here for the drop. I had to work, trying to make time. Do you have anything in the back? And he's like, no, we don't. But you can try this Chestnut Farms. Chestnut Farms is another Direct Spirit.
Not the fucking hustling.
Every single time. They never recommend a different bottle.
That's crazy.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm trying to find it. I really like it. I like the Russells and stuff like that. And they could instantly go like, oh, you like the Russells? Well, how about the Old Fitz? How about, Wild Turkey 101? Or like instantly Chestnut Farms every time.
Chestnut Farms.
Every time.
Bruh, they for sure rigging the system. That's some bullshit. Yeah, so, and now I'm like, fuck, I regret that. Yeah, I would say that's my least favorite. And I would say right now verdict is, but I am going to give this one more of a try. Like, obviously you're going to leave with some, and so maybe we'll be able to give, like you said, follow-up, better reviews and stuff like that.
Maybe next week we'll redo it and try it in our Glens.
So do you have like a favorite drink overall in the year you've done that's not the bourbon? Or?
Here's the thing is you've been more creative than I have. Yeah. I've really stuck to my guns, right?
Yeah.
Kentucky Mule, Irish coffees, old fashions. The Kentucky Mule has been my favorite, but I like Moscow mules.
Yeah,
I like bourbon better. So Kentucky's just bourbon in it instead of.
You just want to Americanize it.
Yeah. I saw it at a restaurant once, and I said, "That's my drink."
That's it.
So the Kentucky Mule was probably my best. I've made some good old fashions with some good whiskeys. Like I have brought a little thing of the old Overhort 12. That's one of my favorite ryes right now. That makes a good old fashioned. Really good.
Yeah, sure. I have to mix that up with a little Coke.
You can. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think so. Well, let me ask, what's been your least favorite? Like, was it just the cast, or was
if I'm gonna go just like
least
favorite
drink?
It's gonna be that one.
It's still gonna be that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's probably still my least favorite. But I would say my favorite for sure, like that's not been bourbon of the month, was when the wifey made the chocolatini thing. Bro, I ain't going
You hyped that up too.
Dude, she made it good that day. Like, cause we've had it before and it's just like, okay. Like, whatever she did that night, it was fucking delicious. I was like, oh my God, like this is good. I don't know if she added like extra chocolate or like extra coffee. Like something about it made it good. Cause the chocolatinis are like hit and miss. Like they're good. And then other times it's like, okay, I feel like I'm just drinking melted, chocolate, coffee, ice cream or whatever.
Yeah.
But that one, like, whatever she did to it, I was like, holy shit. Even she was like, damn, this is good. She had to pour herself some. I would say that one. I mean, an honorable mention has been like, I really liked when I did like Sprite with like one of those beat boxes, like the cherry limeade one. I really liked that, even though that shit was strong. I will say like honorable mention of least favorites also when I did that crazy shit with the Coca-Cola and the Buzzball.
Oh yeah,
because the taste was good. It was just the consistency of it
too
was
thick
like,
or something.
Dude, that shit was wicked. It looked like a little cloud, and you know how they make that old science project with the cloud in the in the bottle. It looked like that, like it was like foaming. I was like, I don't know if it's supposed to look like that.
Yeah, you know what I tried one time? It wasn't. I forget exactly. So I saw a video where they're like, "Hey, listen, you should mix up your protein shake and your energy drink together for a pre-workout. So you get your protein or your maybe it was post-work. I can't remember exactly. But they're like, yeah, mix them up and try it. So I was like, bet, like I'm gonna try it before I go work out. Have like the energy drink, have my protein shake. And it'll keep me through the entire time. I was like, cool. And then I put that in there, and it was like just thick. It was like a milkshake, but it wasn't like melted, and it was terrible. Carbonated, terrible.
Thick. Carbonated milkshake.
Yeah, it was bad.
God damn,
It was bad.
That doesn't even sound good. But okay, yeah, no, I can agree. I still do think that bourbon was probably the least favorite thing I ever created. I wish I could burn that in the pits of hell.
Yeah, I agree.
Total Wine, you let me down on this one. Fuck you. You were our MVP last year, but we ain't giving it again this year.
No, I've come to realize in my my bourbon journey that Total Wine is there in emergencies. That's the way I like to say it. They're there in emergencies. Like,
yeah,
if I really need if I really need a bottle, they have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
but it's never truly what I want.
Yeah. I respect that. Well, and where we got this bottle at, I think is going to be the new place I'm going to go to.
I will say, what was it? Dawn's? I wish I could have my phone.
I could look at it.
I friended them on Instagram for 10% off.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Phenomenal selection. Phenomenal. Like, almost everything you could think of. And it was all at a very, very good price. Like MSRP, maybe $10 above. It was great.
Yeah, honestly, I was very impressed with everything they had there. I was like, holy shit, there's a lot here. Oh, they're not even on Google Maps. Yeah, it's like Dawn or something. I do remember it was like, it just said liquor outside, so you know it's good.
Yep.
But yeah, we walked in and that shit had hella stuff all over bottles all over the place. I even, we were talking about it there. They even have Doc Holiday bottles and stuff, which we ended up not getting because it just didn't kind of sound good. And
it's MGP. Like in the bourbon world, without getting too in depth, MGP is like the Costco of the bourbon world. They make a bunch of stuff in mass quantities, and then they sell it out to other people.
Yeah.
So you can get the juice and then age it in their own stuff. So I just don't like spending extra money on MGP just because I feel like there's some good MGP products out there. I just feel like it's a little bit cheating. Like I want your recipe, right? Like I want you to go through the hard work. That's why I like little distilleries and stuff. Like it's kind of cool to support that, which is partially why I bought the 2 bottles in Wyoming and Montana. Like small distilleries, I'm going to support them. Whether it's great whiskey or not, it is what it is.
Yeah, at least you supported the business.
Yeah,
so.
and I want to try it.
Yeah, I respect that. So now that the wives have finally left, now that the 3 women that have listened to our channel have left, So let me ask, what was your over the year? What has been your favorite episode we did?
You know what? I wish part of me wants to go through and delete our first like 10 to 12 episodes
10 to 12?
And redo them.
I do want to redo a couple of them,
the audio is terrible.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, part of it's the process, right? Like,
Yeah,
we're starting to figure this out. Like, we have decent equipment now. We have a good program that's been working great, that we have the ability to grow and to do more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite episodes is the zombie apocalypse episode.
Yeah, that's a great episode.
That's one of my favorite. It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I went to go re-listen to it the other day, and I was like, dude, I can't. Like, goddamn.
I don't even think they're celebrating the Knicks here in Las Vegas.
They had a watch party.
Oh, did they have a watch party?
There was a big old watch party.
Hopefully maybe the audio didn't pick that up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out in post.
I don't think it'll pick it up.
I mean, we ain't gonna fucking edit it anyway.
That's true.
That's what you love about us. We're raw here.
I think that it is a great episode. I think that it's super funny. Like, it's us going back and forth, like justifying our picks, and some of them are stupid and some of them are crazy, but they're all just like,
yeah.
Like, I love that episode.
Yeah, I really like that episode too. I do. I know in the beginning a lot of the audio issues definitely had to come from my part, just because at the time I was trying to figure out like what was better, because like this audio thing that you have set up here, that's what they had at the library, just a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time I was kind of recording in a space that's there. I was kind of bouncing around between different areas of how I wanted to do it, and yeah, we've definitely gotten a lot better over the year. Like,
well, yeah, and
found our sweet spots of like, where do I put this fucking mic?
Yeah. Well, and this is crazy too, that we're able to use this like this, right?
Yeah.
Like, these aren't meant to necessarily be handhelds. Rode makes handheld ones,
Yeah,
but it's versatile.
yeah.
Like, can you imagine if we didn't have these and we were trying to do this right now?
Right.
Like with our
little
big old freaking
stand.
Yetis.
Yeah. Or have it hooked up tight over here and then coming around and stuff. Yeah, that was, and I do agree. I wish there were some episodes, and maybe we do it. Maybe we just re-record some of the. I mean, it's hard to get like the natural reaction of it, but I know like the first 3 episodes, it was like our first episode was like drunk stories, which is just funny stories we can tell all over again. I did love the zombie apocalypse episode. I'm trying to remember what our second episode was. I mean, I can look it up, but I was just trying to.
I don't remember. Zombie apocalypse, drunk stories. It was another draft, I think, or top 5. I can't remember.
I think it was our top 5 movies of all time.
Maybe that's either 2 or 5, 2 or 4, something like
that. Top 5 favorite movies.
Okay.
Yeah, it was when we were doing Whiskey Wednesday, Moscow Monday, which we kind of fell from, but we also have as a lead done that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like it was a cool. I think that, and it's a part of this growing stage of like us truly figuring out how we want to run this and what we want to do and where we're going and our path and stuff like that, where it was like, I feel like that was what sounded cool. It was a stick.
Yeah.
Like, it could have been our stick. And now it's like, okay, you know what? We're just going to drink whatever we want to drink. And we have a bourbon of the month that we want to grade. And
well, and I think it's also like with us setting more of a specific date of dropping, it's been harder for us to like, oh, if we're going to do Thirsty Thursday, we got to, because we were doing a lot of like Freaky Friday or Thirsty Thursday where we're just picking what we want. And then that's why we eventually were just like,
well, I think we're too honest.
Yeah.
Like, that's our problem. Is that we could 100% be recording on Friday and just be like, oh, it's, Tequila Tuesday.
Moscow Monday. It's just, we can't lie to the people, even though, probably do, but.
We for sure do.
Yeah. And we've been cheating on, no. Yeah, I would probably say like my personal favorite episode was the couples one. I thought that was fun. I thought that was a great like time and idea. It would have been nice for us all to kind of been in the room or like be kind of like this and having laughs, but it was fun to be able to have both of our spouses there with us.
Yeah.
Because we can sit here and even though our favorite pastime activity is shit talking your wife,
it is different in person. She is more brutal in person than she is over the phone. Yeah.
I'm kidding you all not. She literally, we're talking there, and I was just commenting on how big she has grown because she's very thin. And with the new baby and everything. And I was like, oh, wow, you're going to knock that skillet over. She proceeded to rip into me saying, well, can I borrow a shirt?
No,
she's like,
the same size.
Yeah, we wear the same size. Oh, and great. My belly hangs out just like yours. And I'm like, God damn, I just said one thing. You wasn't even trying to be mean. So she's brutal, but we love her. Let us be known that.
She's brutal.
She's brutal. She'll rip into you, but
here's the difference. It's not a difference, but here's the thing. She never used to be like that. It is 100% because of my family. Mostly my father.
Yeah, I can see that.
It is mostly my father.
They made me aggressive.
100%. You like my dad was a huge proponent of like, I'm not gonna step around eggshells around you in the household. I'm a shit talker. I'm gonna shit talk you. You better get used to it. And it was rough at first. And then all of a sudden something clicked and she started talking back. And then my dad would finally just be like, okay. Like
just a slow clap.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. Like now my father is a different man. Now that the baby is here, oh, he's not the same. He doesn't shit talk like he used to.
Yo, he softened up around it.
Oh, big time. Big time.
That is true. Your dad was the number one shit talker. We love him, but he was the number one shit talker. She finally cracked. She was like, I can't fucking stand it.
That's exactly what it was. And now we've created a monster.
Yeah, now we can't stop her. No one can. She's untouchable. But yeah, I just enjoyed it because then it also let people see, like, it was fun to have, because you've hung out with Alexa and stuff a couple times, but you haven't gotten to, like, hang on a lot. And I think this was a cool way for you guys to get to know her a little bit better, know more about her. Yeah. And then, like I said, the fans get to see the women of the podcast, the women of Pour Judgement that keeps us sane.
Or drives us crazy.
And keeps us drinking.
That is true. They do keep us drinking.
But yeah, I think that was my favorite episode of all time. I will say I think Zombie Apocalypse was probably second because that was fun. Just like sitting there thinking about the fact that you're like your final pick. You're like, I was sitting there thinking, there's no way. As I'm sitting in church and I see a photo of Jesus, I said, there's no fucking way he's gonna do it. I said, right. No way, guys.
That's right.
And then he came out with Jesus.
It's a good pick. I still stand by it today.
You're like, it's goated.
It's a goated. I mean, maybe I would switch one person in that draft. Maybe. The rest
Vader?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I think there was a good argument to be made about him being all machine, not getting bit by no fucking zombies.
Yeah, but at the same, he's not all machine though. He's mostly,
yeah.
But at the same time, him and Jesus are gonna go at it, and I don't want that competition.
That is true. Jesus
within the team, right? Like
we can't cause division, as you're telling Jesus.
I'm gonna have to go one of two things: either I keep Vader, get rid of Jesus, or I keep Jesus and I get rid of Vader.
You're gonna get rid of Jesus.
Listen, if we're trying to have fun during the zombie apocalypse,
he said, "Hey, we already in hell."
Jesus ain't gonna let us do that.
Yeah. By the way, we forgot to tell the people we saw The Mandalorian.
You know what? I was thinking about that.
Just as you said it, I was like, "Oh yeah,
like, maybe it'll be the hot fire question." Unless you have one.
I didn't really have one, but yeah, we can save it if I don't know. I didn't have a question for it. I was just gonna have you tell the people how good or bad it was.
It was good enough, yeah. And we talked about this. It was a good enough movie. It 100% should have just been a 2-part series on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Could have done a 45 minute, hour, however you want to do it. It was good enough. I get it. They're a filler. They're trying to keep interest in the franchise. He's one of the more beloved characters now.
Mm-hmm.
So I get how you want to continue to capitalize on that. I did not like some of I'm not going to spoil it, but some of the things that they did with Grogu, I didn't think they had to do as in depth as they did.
Yeah, I agree.
And I would hope that they don't continue to do that. I hope it's not a trend where they keep going that route.
Although I don't know how much more of The Mandalorian. I feel like they're kind of riding on the last wind of like I don't see, like, he might make a cameo or two, but I don't think they're going to make another movie or show about him.
I don't know. Like, how do you just let him die off after that?
That's true.
Right? Like, maybe what they need to do is they need to do one more one more season. Figure out however you're going to do that. One more season, and then figure out whether Grogu is going to stay, and you're going to spin off of him now, or you're going to say, you know what, this whole series, we're just kind of done. They'll make cameos here and there way on down the line, and maybe that's what you do. Maybe you have a long game for Grogu.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, I just wish they would say more about him and everything, or like that just species of Yoda and stuff. I do wish they did that more.
That's what I think that's what I think your season 5 is.
I can see
right?
that.
Grogu's been following Mando this entire time. Like, we're getting the backstory on Mando and everything like that.
Now, they live like for hundreds of years. So it's like, are we ever going to see Grogu fully grow more or older? And
that's
stuff like
your spinoff.
Yeah, could be.
Right? Season 5, you find out where he came from. Maybe you get him back to his family.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to stay with his family. That's his dilemma, right? For that season. Figuring out whether to go with Mando, whatever you want to do. He's a Mandalorian now. Right? Like, so.
Yeah.
But it was good enough. Was not great. Was not bad. Good enough. Don't go into it thinking that it is Star Wars with lightsabers and everything like that. Just keep it as if you're watching another season of The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Yeah, basically it was another season just condensed into a movie and everything. So I agree with everything you said there. Like, I don't think it was great. I don't think it was spectacular, but I think it was good enough. Like, I didn't leave like pissed off that I wasted the time or the money. I just don't think it was like, oh my God, Star Wars is back, baby. Like, it didn't feel like that. So
yeah, no. And actually, you know what? I just realized you can't hear these.
Yeah, I hear it through your headphones.
I just realized that.
I heard the first noise. That's what I do.
I saw you looking at me, and I was like, "What is he looking?"
Well,
at
I also don't know what the fuck that sound was.
It's the Mandalorian, but just guitar.
We
can't.
I mean, you're not wrong. We ain't got no money for them to fuck.
We can't use the soundbite, but no, but they could take our shit off. You do.
Yeah, that's true. They actually tried.
Yeah,
they tried.
So that's why I have to get a cover of it. And that's why I only played like 3 seconds of it.
Well, and you kind of already answered it, but I guess we could still. I'll ask you if you can try to remember an episode outside of, or an answer outside of the Jesus one. But do you have a favorite answer of yours you ever gave, or a favorite answer of mine?
It is going to be a saga, and it's the Judas saga.
The Return of Judas.
I think the Judas saga. Here's the thing. I was trying to pinpoint the first time that I mentioned Judas, and I can't find the episode. And I was like skipping around. The second time I mentioned him was the ultimate villain.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Right. Like he was my number one at the ultimate villain.
Are you sure that wasn't number one? And then that was like number two. That was number one, and then number two was. What was it the plot? Because when was the other time you mentioned him recently? That's
what I'm saying. Like I've mentioned him 2 or 3 times. I don't think that was my first thing doing Judas, but maybe it was. Maybe that was the first time. I thought I had something before, but I think my favorite answer was the Judas saga. I think even more than Jesus Christ, the Judas pick was one of the funniest.
You know, because I'm trying to think of like the things. It wasn't things we hate because you fucking. Love you some Judas. Oh, was it the awards? Did we give it to like Villain of the Year or something?
Probably
I don't something know. Like that. Yeah. Maybe it was something like that. But I don't remember.
Yeah, I think the Judas pick was one of my the saga. I think those are great. One of my favorites.
Yeah, I think those are great. I mean, those are fucking. What's funny is you're not even spiritual like that, so like. Well, for him to just be coming out of left field like Jesus and shit.
I went to Catholic school.
Oh, that is true.
For a very long time. So like,
so you do at least know the guy.
I'm a spiritual man. I'm just not a religious man.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I know about it. Like I've studied it multiple years and stuff like that. So I know all the stories. I know the characters. So
it's just too bad you didn't probably have a priest that was like, what's his name from Bernie Mac's show where he's like, the son of Judas is like,
no.
That would have been great.
No. What about you?
I think one of my favorite, it's tied between 2 of them. The first one was the WD-400 because I just remember we were fucking cracking up.
That was a great moment of like That's our stupidity.
Yeah,
that
just
is
high level
That is
stupidity.
us in a bottle. That's been us this entire weekend, right there.
Yeah, literally, like the minute you got into the car, we were just ripping jokes and everything. And then when we left the restaurant, like we were making fun of us.
Yeah.
Fucking being in a fucking hood and seeing a homeless man about to throw shit on my truck.
He was very close.
He was digging deep. It would be that one, or I would also say, I think one of my favorite answers was when we were building our Ultimate Fight team.
Mm-hmm.
And I said my final pick was Chris Brown because, and I said, yeah, motherfucker knows how to fight.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, I think that was probably one of my favorite ones there. I'm trying to remember if I had like a favorite of yours because I mean the Judas one and the Jesus one are fucking.
I think those are like the peak.
Yeah, those are good.
I think my most recent one with Keanu Reeves, my bit was pretty good too.
You know what? Oh, you know what? I also liked, speaking of some of the favorites, I also really liked the episode where we did like best couples and stuff. Yeah, where we were like talking about fucking them loving your text. And I was glad because when I first.
Yeah, that was my. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm glad that we are on the same wavelength of that because when we first. Because what we do is we usually just pitch it out to each other. If we have a question, we'll kind of follow up, but then we'll kind of like. Just wait to see what the other one responds. So it's like all like live reaction right there. And it was funny because like I was like, oh, best couple. And I could tell you kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I guess, whatever. And you probably thought I was going to come and be like, oh, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan and You've Got Mail or whatever.
I for sure thought you were going to go like just super mushy.
Yeah.
Like.
And sometimes I like get too into like, yeah, like that's what it is. Like I don't have bits like yours. But the fact that we both came in just ripping it off, like the fucking government, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Gavin Newsom and the homeless baby.
Yeah. Yep. I will say one of my favorites. Another one would be when you put out that 70s show with Kitty and Red.
Being your mom and dad.
And I came to the realization that was my life.
It really was.
Right? Like I was thinking, I have to preface this, like, not a druggie, right? So that whole aspect, I have no idea about. But the relationship that Red has with Kitty and with Eric and with all of his friends,
that's 1,000%
spot on. Spot on.
That was 1,000% you. Because it's funny. It wasn't until we were talking about it that I was like, "Holy shit, he's right."
Yeah,
they do look like that. Reminds me of your family.
Yes, 100%.
So yeah, that was funny. I do remember. That was a good one. Yeah, we've had some funny. Do you have like a least favorite answer? Like, were you ever like, oh fuck, like I could have done better with this one, or like I guess I would say, do you have like a least favorite episode?
Like broader, all of the episodes with technical issues, audio issues. I hate those. I think one of the episodes that I feel like I could have done.
You or me. I mean, feel free either way.
No, either one. Some of the Gauntlet episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we get a little personal with them, and it's like there's not a whole lot of funniness to it. It's just like straight up like, oh, this movie's better than that one, or this person's better than that one. So those ones are kind of rough for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say that like I don't like them. Like I don't think there's anything that I've done where I was like, this is a stupid episode. Like I can't believe we did this. Like we need to not post this, or we need to delete this. Like there's nothing like that. It's just like different levels of enjoyment, I guess is how I would explain it.
Yeah, no, and I agree. Like there's no episode that I'm ever like, oh, like I hate this topic, or like there are some times where I feel like you come in and you're like, oh, I think this is going to be great. And then you kind of do it and you're like, I could have been a little bit better, like, or it could have been funnier here or something.
Maybe the candy, the Halloween candy one.
I could see that.
I think I think that's probably my least favorite.
Yeah, I could see that one. I was trying to kind of go through the episodes here and I'm like, yeah, I kind of like all these. I mean, maybe I am remembering one of them though. We do gotta. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So I was gonna say probably the Mount Rushmore of WWE.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And that I mean, we were kind of just bullshitting around anyways. Just kind of like drinking Four Loko and talking anyway. So we were kind of just trying it out. I think we were just developing an episode in case we wanted to drop it. And stuff.
I'm pretty sure that was one that we were using as a secondary. So
right,
like this last time when we went 2 weeks without recording, normally we would have had one or two in the back pocket that we would have posted.
right.
But I feel like what we've learned is the ones that we try to force to be the secondary ones end up not being that good. Like the Rock movie one.
Yeah, that's an episode that never even dropped.
Right, exactly.
And I 100% blame because of the audio, because that audio was trash. And I was listening to it.
At the same time, like, I just don't know.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, because I guess that would be probably a good answer, because we did record that episode. So we had an episode where we did the game show of like guessing The Rock's worst movies, which actually ended up being his best movies. And
yeah,
it's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
And we ended up not dropping the episode because I hated the quality of my audio specifically. Like I sounded terrible.
It was robotic the entire time. Like the early episodes with the roboticness, it was that the entire time. It was terrible.
Yeah. It's funny watching that development, like just to go from like, we sound like robotic, we sound terrible, to now we sound a little bit better. I've listened to us and sometimes I'm like, okay, I can improve here a little bit, but overall, I think we're better.
Then the next upgrade is your mic.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, I think we need a hardwired mic. Like the difference between the Yeti and this thing is night and day.
Yeah, I think I just need to invest in like something like this, like the way this is set up.
I just don't know. Like the difference. The only reason I'm able to do this is because of the board, and I don't think we need two boards.
No, I agree. Yeah, but I'm just saying something wired, and stuff hardwired. Like
but yeah, I think that and that's what plagues me is my fear is that people find us and they're like, oh, let's listen to these guys. Right. And they go to our first episode and it sounds like that. And they're like, oh, I'm not listening to this.
As one person said, it sounds like I'm recording in a bathroom.
Yeah. And so that's why I hope what normally would happen is I hope they see the clip, they go to ours, they listen to the most recent.
Yeah.
And then they can kind of work their way back if they feel like they like it.
Yeah, and it's funny because we'll sometimes still get random downloads of like people trying out because I get notified whenever someone downloads. So sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, somebody went back, and I'm like, when we first dropped and I saw those and I was like, damn, like people really are gonna it's gonna push people away.
Yep.
But then that's why we love the real ones, like our boy in Singapore.
Yeah.
In Taiwan. Because then, a lot of people, we still get downloads from all over the country. Like there's also somebody in like Minnesota who listens to us religiously. It's kind of crazy. And I was like, who the fuck do we know in Minnesota? But yeah, I agree. Like it was one of those things where like going back on time now, I would have put more effort into making sure our sound and quality was 100% there to hook people into it.
Yeah. I think we were both of the mindset of like, this is something we're going to try out that we've talked about doing forever.
Yeah. So I don't know if we ever told people like how this whole thing started, but we basically were just like, we always talk like that. Like we always are like literally we did it before we were recording. Mm. We were sitting over here like, oh, would you rather,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We literally were doing, and there were so many times where we were doing like, oh, top 5, best chicken nuggets. Oh, bro, like I mean, usually we're way more intoxicated than that. Yeah. But that's what we were, for the longest time we kept saying, we got to have a podcast, dude. We got to do a podcast. And then finally we did it. And I just remember hitting you up and be like, hey, are we serious about this? And you're like, dude, I'm serious if you're all right. And I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. So it's great that we finally were able to do it. But yeah, it just took like enough drinks of us bullshitting around to finally be like, let's fucking just record it and do it.
Yeah, I think we kind of rushed it is what ended up happening. Like we had thought about this for years. Mm-hmm. And we've always said we wanted to do it, and finally we were both in a stage in life where I think we were like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Like if we're going to do it, it's got to be now.
Yeah.
If not, it's going to pass by us. And so we start doing it, and I think we were so excited to do it. We're just like, we bought stuff without like truly knowing and
right.
trying to figure out like the best way, but then also it doesn't work. And, Skype worked okay.
Yeah.
A little bit.
First record, but then we kept running into time.
It was 40 minutes. Like we would we'd be done.
Yeah,
Right?
it would be literally.
We'd be cut off right now.
Yeah.
Like before.
We're like, we gotta go. We'll see you. That's why some of it towards the end would get rushed. So
We'd explain like fifth pick, fourth pick, third pick, and by this time you see third pick, we're looking and we're like 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, we have like second pick, brown sugar. So,
you know, I also don't need an apology. I forgot the real true answer of what one of our favorite best moments was
okay,
when we dressed up as Teddy Roosevelt.
that was a
I
great.
totally forgot, dude. That was awesome. That was so much fun.
I still to this day, like every once in a while, we go scrolling through my
yeah, sometimes it randomly
picture and
comes
it
up
pops
to-
up, and I'm like, yeah.
And it's funny because Netflix dropped like stuff about Teddy Roosevelt,
Yep.
and I'm just looking at him like, you fucking did that, like
Yeah.
you dressed like that. I forgot about because then we did top 5 presidents. We had the same answer and stuff, which was cool.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of the same person, so it makes sense.
basically. Twice of the idiot.
Yeah.
As your uncle said. But yeah, I was scrolling through here and I was like, oh yeah, we have a Teddy Roosevelt special. I was like, oh hell yeah, I forgot we dressed up as Teddy Roosevelt.
Yep.
I can't believe I forgot about that. Then we got our top, like our Christmas wish list. We wanted some fucking Traegers.
I like the Easter basket.
I do remember the Easter basket. I don't
Or
remember.
no, you know what? Maybe it was the Christmas gift one, or we just want a little potang.
I think it was the Christmas.
I think it was Christmas gift. I think it was. I think
You're
that's.
like, I just want a little poon.
Can I say something real quick? I'm going to interrupt us real quick.
Go ahead.
Before, right? I had mentioned we didn't end up doing it, but I wanted to make a bingo card.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so as we were sitting here talking, like we would each make up a bingo card of stuff that the other person would do, right?
Mhm.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. One of my slots on my bingo card was your belly showing. And,
Is it?
and
Oh! That's just right.
we've hit that square. We've hit that square.
Son of a bitch. It just rides upon you. It just fucking shows up, man. Oh my God. It makes a special appearance. God damn, she's gonna.
You know the funny part is the entire episode, like I'm looking at you, and then all of a sudden I could see over here on the side it slowly start coming up, and I was like, oh. I was like, it can't be seen in the video, but it's coming.
Well, there was a part where I looked at it, I could see it rising a little bit. I was like, oh, let me catch that first, and then I forgot. Damn. You know what? And the funny part is, Petra, this is like the one in the few moments we'll say, like, oh, Petra's right. Your wife is right. She ain't gonna watch this, so she ain't.
Oh, she'll never know. She'll never know. This is too far in for her to have to listen to this. This has no topics that she's interested in. Every
Right.
once in a while, she'll find a topic that she's interested in. And,
Oh, really? Oh.
not recently. Not since the last time we came out here, probably, but
She doesn't watch that thing, even the episode she was in.
I don't think she watched that one.
I bet you she did.
I don't think
I can
so.
probably find out real quick.
We probably could, but no, I don't think she did. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you.
I know, I'm sorry I sidetracked you, but
No, you ain't wrong.
it's a way of notifying you.
People know it's 100% true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that your wife wasn't bullshit.
We're,
that my
we're
belly
real.
showed.
Like, if that ain't to tell you the truth, like, we don't lie around here.
The only other thing is if my booty crack showed up when I stayed.
Yeah, but they would have seen that.
Yeah.
That would have also.
Like, no.
That would have been great if I just sat here for a second, let you get up
Like, hey, you go grab.
before I ended it, and then saw it, and then just checked it off the box.
Then we get hit with sexual content. Be like, ass crack showed. Be like, it's just the booty crack. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
That thing was so nasty.
Those look like two breastises.
Straight Sydney Sydney Sweeney level titty. But yeah, those were some fucking just proof. Well, I was gonna ask if you had like a favorite. I was trying to remember some of your like, because there was a while where for in the beginning you were doing like funny stories about your wife, and I was trying to remember if there was any.
Honestly, I don't even remember. Like,
I'm having a hard time remembering some of them.
I'd have to look. The one I listened to recently was when we were talking about Teddy Roosevelt and us doing an episode on him. She's like, "Oh, if you're gonna do that, you have to talk about during the war times how they would steal each other's goats." and I was trying, like, I understood what she meant because she's my wife, and she was talking about how they would sabotage each other's food supplies. But her mind,
It was the stealing of the goat.
well, she's Middle Eastern, right? As we've talked about before, my dad, very brutal,
Lets her know. Reminds her.
would be talking about how we would have to give my father-in-law 2 goats and a camel in exchange for a hand in marriage, right? And my father-in-law, being the man that he is, he'd be like, she's worth at least 3 goats and 2 camels, right?
He would hustle her.
He is in the joke. So she brought that up, and I was like, I don't understand how you get mad at us when, like, my dad and family make fun of this, but your initial reaction goes, selling goats or stealing
Don't
goats.
say shit like that.
Yeah, right there. So that was like the one I can think of recently, just because I listened to it as we came up with this topic of, you know, this is what we're going to do for this episode. I went back and listened to a bunch of them, or at least bits and pieces, to try to pick up some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one that came up, and that was one of the topics. I thought that was pretty funny, but I feel like there was 1 or 2 other like really funny ones that I'm just gonna have to.
Well, and I know one of my favorites was when you were talking about the Batman mask thing. The
Oh,
one
yes.
that I ended up sharing again because I was like, look, it almost happened again. Just tuck that thing under the belly. The Batman thing was funny because, like,
That's
one,
right.
I did not expect you to pull out a mask. You're like, I have something I have to.
Dude, I was so hyped when I bought when I thought about that bit. I was sitting at home going, "Oh my god, this is gonna be great."
This is fucking it.
And I bought the mask, and it came in, and I was like, "Bro, this is kind of dope."
Honestly, I was gonna ask, do you still
have it. I don't wear it.
You don't wear it?
No.
You should get like one of those like mannequin things and put it on there.
It's kind of deformed when you don't have it on. Like, it doesn't look very good. But maybe I need to start wearing it. I'm going to start wearing it around the house.
Yeah, just fucking wear that motherfucker.
I'm going to do it. I like it. Dude, I was laughing hysterically when it came in. That really, like, I remember watching when YouTube was first starting. There was this kid who would walk around in his Batman mask, and he'd like kidnap his mom. Be like, Billy, time for dinner. Be like, it's time for justice. And then he'd like,
I know.
he'd like take her out of the screen.
Above my street, and he like
So,
grabs.
like, I've seen those videos all the time, and every once in a while I'll go back and look it up. And so that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah,
It was like when she sat there and she forced me to keep living in the dark, in the shadows. I was like, this is a perfect
yeah,
time.
she would turn the light out because that's
Oh,
right.
you've disappeared.
Oh,
Bro,
but like, we can't tell the difference.
he's built like a house.
Just merge them in, save the gigabyte.
Oh, God.
That was like with the Mother's Day one where you
Oh,
would
yeah.
randomly. My fiance who does the thumbnail, she was struggling to get one of you because you kept merging in. She was like, "God damn it!"
It was because of the internet, because I was in
yeah.
wherever I was. We were on vacation or somewhere.
Hey, I don't know if you have Cox or whatever, but Cox is shitty.
What?
You have Cox? Cox Internet?
Cox Internet?
Yeah, that's what we have out here.
Yo, that's wild. That some company was like, let's name our internet company Cox.
Like ZOX?
Oh, Zox.
No. I said COX.
Oh, yeah, Cox.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
You've never heard that?
No, I have Xfinity.
Holy shit, you've never heard of Cox Internet?
No, and that's wild that someone named their company Cox.
I'm sorry. I thought Cox was like international.
I mean,
like,
it might be, but that's not who I use. I have Xfinity. But for someone to name their company Cox, it's crazy.
At first I thought you were implying I was saying it wrong. I was like, no,
No.
COX. Like,
No.
I know,
No,
I don't know much, but I know that.
That's crazy. That's like a store that sells bags to be called sacks.
Wait, isn't there a Saks store?
I think there's like a Saks Fifth Ave or something like that. But if just to be
Holy
called
shit.
just Saks, it's crazy.
Wait till you find out what the off-brand of Gucci is.
What is it?
Gucci.
There ain't no way.
I swear to God, look it up. CUGGI, baby.
That's crazy.
I used to make fun of somebody that would wear that at my church, and I'm like,
Hey, everyone, look at our Gucci.
That's not Gucci. That's Gucci.
Why you got your coochie out on a Sunday?
Armani. That's not Louis Vuitton. That's Louis Vuitton. Yeah, wait till, and then there's something else. There was oh yeah, wait till you find out. One of the elementary schools I went to was it was Cox Elementary.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's what's wrong with Vegas and
Bro, you ain't
Nevada.
wrong. I think the first name was Clyde Cox.
Jesus. That's bro.
Clyde's Cox.
Are you sure Anthony Weiner is in your guys'?
Bro, that's a weird man. He's weird. His name's weird.
He fits right in.
Honestly,
He should
he'd
just
be a prime mayor suspect.
he should move over. He'd be like the governor of Nevada.
Yes. He would do great as the mayor. Well, I guess to get closer towards the end, let me ask you this. What is some of the future that you want to see the channel grow?
You know what, dude?
Or what's some goals, I guess I can also
Yeah, it's funny because I never would have thought we'd be sitting here today where we were, because we had talked about for the longest time trying to do video, right? We had tried to figure out our audio and stuff like that. Yeah. And so to be here doing what we're doing is kind of crazy. So when I think about what I would like for the next year, maybe we start dabbling in some editing. We'd been talking about this weekend. There's some cool like football drafting overlays and games and stuff like that I think would be kind of fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place where it's like we do this just for fun, and that would require like a lot of extra stuff to do. And obviously we're not big to where we could like hire an editor or anything like that.
Right.
Nor do I think I have any aspirations to be that way in the next year, to where I'm like, we got to hire someone, like we're going to make an investment, and then
We already pump a lot of money.
Yeah.
Into this.
Hopefully it pays off. Like,
yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, do we spend a lot of money on this? Probably not. Like, I would say that we spend less money on this than a lot of people do on their hobbies.
Yeah, honestly, probably.
Most of it's like the program that we're recording on is not, in the grand scheme of things, not super expensive. My computer was expensive, but that's also just a lifestyle thing that I needed anyways, but also for this. So I would like to get into some editing. I think that it's going to be rough for us to do. I don't know how in depth it's going to get, but maybe a little bit here and there. And once we figure it out, it might be a little bit easier. But I think that would be the next big one.
Okay. Yeah. So I agree with that. Like, it would be cool to be able to have a little bit of more kind of visuals and stuff for people. I think it would intrigue people more. So I definitely agree with that. And I think it'd be fun and funny to see it at the same time of like having people in lifetime see us be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. I think as far as the future, I think for me, it's like, well, one, yeah, this was a huge hurdle. Like we struggled with this.
Yeah.
Cause like for the longest time, we both were like, we got to get on video. We got to get video at some point. We got to figure that out. Cause I knew like if we wanted to get on Instagram and TikTok more and be more prevalent, we needed to get out, which I will admit, ever since we did it, our channel numbers have fucking skyrocketed, which is nice. I say skyrocketed as when we went from just us two downloading to 6 people at least, and our boy in Taiwan, we're still waiting.
I will say, like, when I look at it, on average, last 2 weeks don't count because we didn't post. So, but on average, we're getting like 14 to 16 downloads a week, which in the grand scheme of things is a lot. No,
right? Compared to other things.
Before it was like 4,
right?
And that was
and 2 of them were
that was me, you, probably your woman, and one other person.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But now we're kind of getting more consistent, kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's been really cool, especially like because one, I can open Instagram right now and tell you we probably got 16 likes off of one TikTok video we made, but as far as the future, I think it would be cool to Well, one, I mean, I'm still making it a goal, and I put it in every bourbon of the month. I'm trying to get us invited to fucking BourbonCon, bro, in Kentucky. I swear to God, we annoy them enough. They're gonna ask my wife. We're gonna annoy you enough. You're gonna eventually say yes. If we annoy them enough, they're gonna fucking be like, you know what? We like these Mo Schlo Jobos, you know, these losers over here. Let's invite them. They do raw unedits, and then we're gonna see good people there, make some contacts.
Yeah.
Maybe get some free bride. That's why that's what inspired Bourbon of the Month, was because I was like, fuck it, I want us to go to BourbonCon. Maybe we try this out. Maybe we try this idea. And you were like, hell yeah, I'm all down for bourbon. Yeah. And luckily you've been guiding that with that, like teaching me the ropes and the people.
I don't know anything. And that's the funny part is too, like I'm still very early on in my like whiskey career, if you want to call it that. Like I know enough to sound like I know what I'm doing, but I'm still like, I haven't tried a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to find my palate. And there's certain things that I'm like, okay, this is great. And certain things I'm like, this is terrible. Like a huge one that everyone talks about is Blanton's, right? It's like a top thing because you're very early on.
Yeah.
Blanton's like super hot, sought after, this and that. I don't like it.
Real.
I have a bottle. When I first started getting into it, I got into that. They call it the tater hype. It's like, it's popular because everyone else says that it's popular and everyone else says that it's good and it's got a cool bottle and stuff. Now that I'm like starting to find my palate, I don't like it. And that's the bottle that I have my daughter's footprint on.
Oh, that's that one? Oh, damn.
So, which is fine. Like at the time, that was an expensive bottle for me.
Yeah.
And two, like I kind of liked it then. But so we're very early on, but hopefully we can get better. I'm experiencing everything as we go too.
Yeah.
And hopefully we do make some contacts out there and go do stuff. Like my trip in the next 2 years that I want to go to is I want to go do the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, as I've said a million times before to you, to my fiance and everybody around me, basically, I mean, I'm trying to get to Tennessee. So we trying to get some Tennessee whiskey in us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that would be cool. Like, and that's one thing I love about doing what we do is even though I guess it's more of a hobby for us, because obviously we ain't getting no fucking money. But what I love about it is that it's a chance for us to have our moments of like, bro therapy. It gives us a chance to catch up throughout the week because we're like, I'm learning shit through you even now. And and then get to obviously try new liquor and stuff. Like I would have probably never even knew about this. I probably would have just picked up something that was like $60-$80, been like, here you go. But now it's like I'm getting to refine my palate, know more, and be like, oh, I see what he's talking about. Like even now as we were sitting here, as you were talking, I was tasting and I was like, okay, I can see how he gets the brittle form of it. I still taste more of the caramel in it, but I could see the little sweetness aspect of it too. And I could tell it's been aged because it doesn't have that burn that I notice and everything, like with the younger stuff, or that sting in the front.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that would be cool. Get BourbonCon on there. I think that's one of my biggest goals there. We got to get a guest on here at some point. That's not our spouses. We got to find someone good.
I feel like there's a couple of like people that we know, that we could do that with. I just think that there are some like greater behind the scene details we got to work out.
Yeah, of
like topics, what's going on, find the right fit for that. But yeah, I agree. I think that would be fun. That'd be a good change of pace.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's been a good fun year. I'm excited to keep doing more of it. Even now that you're gonna have baby 2 on the way, you're gonna need this even more.
We're gonna have to record later and later.
Yeah. At some point, we're gonna be doing like 1 in the fucking morning. We're either gonna do 1 in the fucking morning, or we're gonna do extremely late, like 7 a.m. and be like,
Yep. No, we'll do
it's bourbon.
5 a.m.
Right.
Have to get up hella early to record.
So, I kind of did think of a little hot fire question in there.
Do it.
Well, I wanted to ask, how would you like to see Star Wars go from here? Like, what would you like to see from them?
From here. From where we're
from
at.
like where we're at right now. Like,
Can I
do?
decanonize stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
whatever you want to do.
We decanonize 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Okay, let them be their own
At first, I was
episodes.
like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
let Rey be Rey, like, and then we start over. We create a. So I had heard recently, maybe it wasn't recently, when we talked about it. I think I mentioned it last time. They were talking about decanonizing them, and there was a storyboard. I resaw that video, and I was kind of wrong about the storyline. The storyline was basically that Flynn was supposed to be your main character.
Which I mean, it looked like that in the beginning,
right?
Yeah.
He was going to be a Force-sensitive stormtrooper, which I like the idea.
Right.
I think that takes things, it flips it on its script, right? I like that. If we're not going to do that, I think we decanonize those. Okay, we come back. I hope that the prequel that they're making is good.
Are they making a prequel?
They're supposed to. Like, it's not a prequel, but it's supposed to be set. It's a different universe, like thousands of years before the High Republic or whatever.
Oh, and it's supposed to have like that one guy with the mask and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But I hope that turns out good. But I think we go on a, let's separate ourselves from the Skywalkers.
Yeah.
I think that's what we have to do. I think you can still have Jedi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just not Skywalkers. So let's find a different race of individuals, and let's go after them, and let that be your character. I want to see a build-up. I don't want to see these characters that get thrown in and have this huge power upgrade. I would love to see a struggling Jedi that struggles, like really struggles. And then you can tie it into your universe where this Jedi goes on a journey to find a Jedi to train them. Right? And I would love to see the conflict of, like, they first get talked to by a Sith, whoever that is.
Right.
Let them battle with, like, start training with the Sith, and then all of a sudden a conflict happens. And they're like, I don't like where this is going. And then all of a sudden you have a Jedi that appears because they sense that there's another individual out there. And then they chose that path. And I think that would be cool. And you could spread that over 3 movies easily. But I want struggle. I don't want this power level that they did in 7, 8, 9, where it's like Rey all of a sudden is going up against one of the Knights of Ren.
Right.
And
she's been training his whole life, by the way.
She's damn near beating him. Like,
whooping
ridiculous.
his ass. Yeah.
And Finn is going up against Kylo and, like, kind of holding his own.
Right.
Like, that should have been an instant death if that's what you're going to do.
Right.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. No, and I agree. I was smirking because, like, so, I mean, obviously, you know, and now the people will know that, like, one thing I've been always wanting to do is kind of, like, work in writing and stuff like that, of, like, story scripts or, like, comic scripts and stuff. And it's funny because one thing I like to do is challenge myself. I'm like, okay, how would I write, like, a Star Wars story? Or how would I write, like, a Batman story? And it's funny because with the Star Wars story, I was thinking that, like, I agree with you. We need to back away from the Skywalker. I'm done with it. Don't need no more. I don't need to know someone's great grand uncle is Luke Skywalker. I don't care.
Yeah.
Move on past it. I thought that was the stupidest thing they ever could have done. They should have just left that alone in the last one. But I also want struggle because I agree with you. I don't think it's as interesting. And it's like, I've always said, it's kind of like a Superman problem where, like, when you have someone that's so powerful and then it's like, well, how do you make this interesting if they're not struggling to get better, be something? And so that's what I want too, where somebody is, like, picked up by a Jedi and then they're kind of, like, being taught by someone. And again, not someone that's Luke or Rey or anything like that. And it could be after the race, the whole Rey bullshit, but move on with it and then have them being trained by a Jedi, learn what it means to be a Jedi, but kind of realize, like, okay, the Jedi weren't perfect, and kind of have that lingering in the back where they're like, because basically they're teaching you to suppress your emotions. They're like, you're supposed to be unbiased. Like, you're supposed to only do what's good. You can't be emotional. But then, like, have this power, like the super powerful Sith Lord come in and be like, you know, whooping his ass and then being like, yeah, come talk to me. Like, let me make you better. Let me make you strong. and kind of try to convince like this kid to be joining the Sith side, but then kind of maybe like have the kid kind of, as he's being trained, he gets powerful, but then he kind of realizes like what he's doing and stuff, like kind of like what you were saying, similar in the idea of like have him be approached by the Sith, have him struggle of like, you know, are the Jedi perfect, but the Sith is obviously evil, but what if I agree with like one or two things they do, or what if I agree with certain ideas that, and I think that that would make it more interesting, and I think it would make it pretty fun. And I agree, you don't need to get rid of Jedis. Like, they feel like it's either a Skywalker or no Jedis at all. And I kind of hate that idea. Like,
I feel like the first half of your pitch was Ahsoka.
Was it?
Yeah. A Jedi who doesn't believe in all the Jedi's things. It's suppressing emotions.
Yeah, I guess she is.
So that's like, I like the idea of, I want this kid or person to be contacted by the Sith first and not know there's anything else. Like, the Sith come in is like, hey, you have these powers. I'm here to train you. Here's what we believe. Power is strength, and strength is power, and we're going to train you to be strong. And the person's gonna be like, oh my God, there's someone like me. Like, yes, I'm gonna do this. And then all of a sudden, one day they're talking to a Jedi. Maybe they get attacked by a Jedi. And the Jedi's like, oh, you can't, power, but whatever the conflict is. And he comes to a realization like, oh, there's two sides to this story.
Right.
Like, now I have to choose. And there's an internal struggle. They go on their vision quest, take ayahuasca, whatever. Like, they have their Aaron Rodgers moment.
Yeah. Fighting COVID. No mask.
But I need something different.
Yeah.
Make me a Sith movie.
Honestly, that would be
great. Make me a Sith trilogy.
Honestly, I'd be down with that, where the Sith is like the main character.
Yeah, I mean, they did it with Maul, but it's still a little bit different because Maul's in this weird spot of like Sith, but also,
I mean, he does have the best stuff out of all characters right now, but I will say, like, for me, it does feel like you guys are kind of like you killed them off, and then you kind of realize, like, oh, people actually kind of like him. Maybe we find some weird way to bring him back, you know? And then now all of a sudden he's doing whatever the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think if they can get away from Skywalker and maybe don't be afraid to take something different. Like, I thought the Acolyte was good with what they were trying to do of like, oh, here's this group of Jedis, here's this one that was a Jedi and now is evil, and all this, and trying to find her way. But where it just fell flat was just all the wokeism and like...
Bro, I stopped when they were like, it's my twin.
Yeah.
I said no, because I saw it 5 minutes into the movie. I told Petra, I was like, if this is what's happening, we're not watching this anymore.
Right.
Episode 2, what do? It's my sister. It's my twin. Done.
Yeah.
Did not watch the rest of it.
Yeah, I didn't even finish. I saw the battle, the one big fight, but that was about it. Yeah, because once I saw that, they kind of said that Anakin wasn't the only one just randomly born, just Padme or your boy Jesus.
Yep.
When they were like, oh yeah, now there's this girl that also did it, I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, you're not gonna just tell me that they randomly get to decide who gets to be born of a virgin.
Virgin is crazy.
But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, nah, they're doing too much. Again, the fight scenes were cool. I like the acting, but I was like, I'm not finna watch this shit. So, and I still haven't. But yeah, so that was kind of I was just curious because when we were talking, I was like, let me ask Marcus what he fucking thinks about this.
Yep.
But, so yeah, I think, do you have a sound you want to do?
I have one for the end.
Okay, then cool. Then we'll close it out. But we just want to say once again, thank you all for the love, support. As always, like, subscribe, follow the channel. We got another year, at least, of us. So you stick around, ride around. A lot more belly showing.
Could be the new bit.
Hey, baby. How long before David's belly shows? Welcome to goddamn episode. But we appreciate. Thank you all for all the love and support. Like everything. Let your folks know. BourbonCon, we're waiting on you. Thailand or Singapore, our boy in Singapore, we're still waiting on it. I checked the hiddens. Don't tell me you'd sent it.
We need a guest.
Yeah, and you can be it.
Come be the guest.
You can be the guest. We would love to have you. So
right here.
We can digitally insert his little face right here.
Right here.
Or sure, whatever. But as always, pull up a seat, pour up a drink, and join us next time on Pour Judgment. We got a lot more in the tank for the year. to follow along with us. Marcus, take us away with the sound.